In this video, I'm going to be taking you with me to my childhood home in South Africa. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you some traditional South African things that I grew up doing. We got back in the afternoon after our safari, which, by the way, you can watch the vlog to that on my channel. I'm going to link it in the description as well. But I was so excited to just be back and relax. I'm gonna give you a quick house tour of what my dad's beach house looks like in South Africa. You can also rent this house actually on Airbnb. I'm gonna include the link down in the description. But this home always has held a place in my heart. Being back here has always just been so comforting. I can't explain it. It's like I'm a kid again. Also, it was so sweet. My dad opened a bottle of champagne because he was like celebrating my daughter's return because I hadn't been back in over 7 years. And this was our family's home that we would come to every Christmas. We had a braai this afternoon, which is a South African barbecue. And here I'm buttering bread for a burito, which my dad is going to show you how to make the perfect one.
Last tip. Spread it on, depending how much you want. I like to put quite a lot on. And then you just grab some burritos. In this case, you break it into two because they're kind of thin. And then you just roll the bread up around it, and that's it. Burrito.
The next morning, me and Caitlin woke up and we wanted to return the favor of my dad cooking for us, so we cooked him eggs and bacon for breakfast. So we just finished breakfast and now Caitlin and I are gonna go on a walk together along the beach. I feel like I'm just gonna be spending this whole next 3 days in a bikini. Like there's no point changing into normal clothes except pajamas. And I have to say this feels like my first real vacation in a long time. So I'm having such a nice time just like relaxing. It's a little bit more off the grid here. We have Wi-Fi, but it's quite slow, but that's kind of nice because it like makes sure that I'm not on my phone as much. But I think after our chill beach walk, I might do a workout. I'm not sure. I haven't worked out now in like over a week, but it's been really nice to give my body some rest, much needed relaxation. After we do our beach walk, I might do a workout, but I also might not. I kind of just want to roast today in the sun and get like a real tan going. Also, my legs are so sore from horseback riding the other day. We went on a safari horseback ride, which you can watch in my safari vlog, which I'm gonna link down in the description, but you can also click it here or here. And I feel like people really underestimate how much of a workout horseback riding can be. It was so much fun and I think we might do it again tomorrow, we'll see. But now that I got some sunscreen on, I'm gonna put some on my shoulders and arms. Let's go to the beach. One thing I really reflected on a lot after this trip is how home is where the heart is, and I know that's such a classic cliche saying, but truly this whole trip made me remember how it's the people in your life who bring you this sense of home, and you don't have to necessarily stay in one place to experience it. Also, as I was cleaning up my room, there's just sand everywhere, and I think this whole few days I was like, you know what, I can't do anything about it. There's gonna be sand. The three of us went for our morning beach walk and we came across this jellyfish. It was dead, but it was so big. It was honestly kind of freaky to see. The funny thing is on this beach, you have to be wary of stepping on blue bottles, which is a type of jellyfish that gets washed up. And it is called a blue bottle because it's blue and it just like looks like glass. So we were really careful as we were walking. And later in the day, we just wanted to roast in the sun. So we kayaked to this little cove across from the beach house just so that we can have a little bit of privacy and relax. It was honestly so nice and I just love roasting in the sun. I was made for this. Good afternoon. Time to make some G&Ts, okay? We're making some gin and tonics. We don't have lime, so we're using lemon instead. Dad, where do I get the shot glass? Yeah, this is like a medicine cup that we're using for our shots. Do people usually like shake gin and teas or not really?
They stir them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's the norm.
Yeah.
Useful.
And then the Campari.
Oh, forgot the
Campari.
Campari. Half a shot of Campari. Got the Greek yogurt in the background too. Cheers. We made our beautiful gin and tonics, or as my dad likes to call it, John and tonics, because it's his recipe. And dad was back at it at the kitchen, cooking us up some pea soup for dinner. And then we were gonna make Malva pudding, which is a traditional South African dessert for dessert, obviously. It's really good. It's basically just sugar and flour and cream and butter held together by more cream.
And more butter.
And more butter. But it's a little healthy because it has some apricot jam in it.
It is.
Gorgeous.
Our dinner was some chicken pot pies with pea soup, glass of wine. It was perfect. And then for dessert, had to serve up traditional Malva pudding. I'm gonna put a link in the description as well for a recipe. You pour more cream on top, and then you add even more cream with ice cream or whipped cream, and it's so good. It was my friend Caitlin's first time trying it, and she also loved it.
It's day 2 in our cozy beach house. Me and Caitlin are gonna go for a little morning walk, and we're probably just gonna spend the whole day tanning again, but I think it'll be fun to bring you along with us. Like liquor kind of thing. When we got back, we made ourselves iced coffee just using a French press with some milk, and I journaled for a little bit before having lunch. My dad actually brought us back these wraps that were so good from, oh my god, what's the store called? Woolworths, I think? And then we spent the whole afternoon tanning again. Honestly, just exactly what I needed. And because this was our last day here, we were gonna have a sunset braai. So my dad was back on the barbecue. Caitlin helped out a little bit, or at least tried to. I loved waking up in this room. Watching this video back actually makes me so sad and feel a little homesick. Also, there's sand literally everywhere, and I feel like that's just inevitable when you're at a beach house. Side note, I've made productivity vlogs in the past, but I always love making my bed in the morning because it just feels like such a good start to the day. Here's a little morning routine for you. Gonna go and quickly brush my hair and wash my face. And this morning was all about relaxing and just being present in the moment. I was getting hit with this sad feeling of not being sure when I'll be back, and it's always hard to leave a place that you feel like your heart is in. Anyways, I walked downstairs and grabbed myself a book to read for a little bit while just enjoying the morning. We just finished packing up and now we're driving back to Cape Town, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do the rest of this week. Also, huge pimple, so annoying. We road trips back to Cape Town. I never go anywhere without my favorite stuffed animal, Spot, and we also got some pastries on the road. But if you got to this point in the video, comment down below where your home heart is, if I'm saying that right. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.